Hello, everyone. Welcome to this week's edition of the Pillai Center Weekly Wisdom. So our original guest wasn't able to make it, so today I'm going to tell you a bit about my experiences at the Goddess Retreat with Dr. Pillai in Florida that happened in just a couple weeks ago in October. First of all, the location was very beautiful, and being inside of the retreat was like being inside of a bubble that Dr. Pillai created of this energy, this creative force that felt like a consciousness that was vibrating through my own being, my physical and energy bodies all the time. So even when we weren't in the rooms with him in seminar, that same feeling was with me throughout the evening when I was dining, when I was walking around admiring the beauty of the location. It was able to help me go into deeper states of meditation when we weren't with him, which was the whole point of being inside of the retreat. So it had been a while since I had really felt this experience. Dr. Pillai creates it basically for all of his retreats, but I guess I forgot, because once I was inside of it, it was like this beautiful world of beauty and magic. And the goddess, he literally brought the goddess in and infused her into our bodies. The first night, he had us doing a meditation that was actively creating the goddess within us. And that stayed throughout the entire session till the final day, and even traveling home. I was on definitely a cloud of bliss. So one of the extraordinary things, I have a couple of experiences I want to share. Yes, being inside of this creative bubble of consciousness was part of it. And during one of the meditations, Dr. Pillai, he was invoking the goddesses all the time. There were these 9 goddesses that he invoked. And during one of the meditation sessions, we were talking about, or he was doing a meditation on creation, being able to manifest anything that you want. And during that session, I was able to feel an experience with the goddess that had her show me, I guess, that her experience is that all things are abundant, all things are already there. So anything that we want in terms of a creation exists already. And inside of her world, it is this expansive, open, all-encompassing consciousness. That's how she is, or at least that's the download that I got. And the key thing was that there was no possession inside of that creative process. And I think that's where I have been messing up in the past, where I felt like to be able to manifest, then it becomes yours. It becomes yours in a sense, but I became acutely aware that there is no possession in the creative process, that the expansive universal abundance that is, and that the goddess is available to all of us at all times. And it is available. That's the key word. It's available, and it's not a possession that we then have and create for ourselves and only we have. So that was a beautiful glimpse into this world of the goddess. Another experience I had in one of the meditations was I had a flash of my mother's face. And maybe if I'm anything like any of you, or if you're anything like any of me, you have concern over your mother. My mom's aging, and I want her to have a really great life. I want her to be taken care of and feel good all the time. So I have a concern. And I saw a flash of her face, and the goddess said, "She's okay." And that hit me so deeply that, oh, she's going through her own process. The goddess is there with her. And it gave me a sense of freedom that I'm not responsible for this person. The goddess is fully taking care of her. And my concern and love can continue, but that she's okay. And that's all that I needed to hear. Another experience which kind of ties back to the idea of possession is that it became very clear that all of this is just matter, and how the goddess is vibrating through everything, whether it's at the particle level of absolute energy to the gross level of a yacht, right? A house, anything that is physical. And I got from this meditation that it's all the same thing. And it's like, well, this is just energy and this is just matter. And why are you making such a big deal out of it? So, and that was my own block, that there's this process, or this creative process that is there, that I was making a big deal out of it. And she's like, it's just matter. So those are a few things that I took away from the Goddess Retreat with Dr. Pillai, which were profound. And I have to say that I've heard them before. It's not as if I didn't know that abundance was universal consciousness and that it was all things and available to all people. I've heard that. But to have an experience of that, where the goddess literally kind of put my consciousness inside of that so that I could feel it, that was new. And of course, the other experiences were the same thing. It's having that experience which shifts you to a different place rather than hearing it in the logical mind. Dr. Pillai did a lot of techniques to shut off our logical mind and change this aspect of our frontal lobe. And that was very useful and very powerful. If any of you attended the retreat, I encourage you to continue to do the meditations there. And if you did the webcasts also, those were the same mantras. So please continue to do your practice. It's very powerful. Those goddesses are very alive. And if you haven't done if you didn't do the webcasts, they're still available. If anyone wants to connect with these goddesses, there's 9 distinct goddesses. Dr. Pillai goes through them in detail in the webcasts and allows you to really get to know them, and gives you their seed sounds and initiates you into their power. And then it's up to you to continue that process. So I'm actually thinking about doing a coaching program that would last maybe 6 weeks or so, which has us go through those sounds. And if any of you are interested, let me know, because I'm thinking about doing that, maybe starting in a few weeks from now. And it'll help anyone who's been through these teachings to continue down that path, because I have been doing the practice since getting back from the retreat, and it is very powerful. It's very powerful, and I can feel that it is a truly transforming process. So I'd love for more people to be able to do that. And if we can all do it together inside of a ongoing coaching program that will help us continue to build that practice and have more glimpses into these techniques. When you review them, of course, you embody them a little bit more and learn a little bit more every time. And I'd love to be able to go through that with you. So if you're interested, write me at hangout@pillaicenter.com, and I'll probably put out a newsletter soon about this, and hope to hear from you. So until then, please enjoy your goddesses and your creation process, and we'll talk to you next time. Namaste.